a role of major, and you have to balance the budget, the needs of the citizens, and that's the strategy how to prosper with the city. Geography, civil engineering are the topics that match this game content. So this game can be used also in education in this way. So another approach is to use special educational computer games that were actually developed with the purpose to be used in education. So they are developed by used more for drill and practice learning, so that we practice like calculations and so on. But actually it's not necessary to be only for drill and practice. In different formats. So we have multiple formats like visual, textual, auditory, because you know that learners is actually approach to teaching. So when students explore some aspects of game in a learning context that's designed by teachers, we say that we have this approach, that we have game-based learning. So game-based learning, of course, popularity of gaming, and it's attractive to learners. It has a fun factor. Of course, as everything, also game-based learning has some shortcomings. I already mentioned that we have educational games. Then there is another notion of gamification. And of course, we have simulations, different types of simulations. So they are similar in a way that they engage the learner. They encourage thoughtful consideration of the content. And also they provide some meaningful impact to where they are used, why they are used. This is a nice definition that actually we have various types of games like puzzles, fighting games, exploration. The type of activities that these games offer can knowledge, take concepts in this way, what the learner already knows. Better prizes in gamification is actually to use game-based mechanisms, aesthetics, or thinking. This is actually to encourage the learner to solve the. This is a special approach to present a subject matter, to engage the learners to go through our. Where we apply game elements and also game-like thinking. Quite well-known example of gamification is Duolingo, using game-like or games in simulation. We can have so one. Before we go to the example, let's take a look at the usage. Picture shows flight simulator. This is for training professional pilots. For example, open source physics. Second part of this presentation. Here are three scenarios we are using. Of course, the games, especially if we use commercial, which game to use in the classroom. Are they fast in playing games? Are they familiar? Not all games fit, one side doesn't, one taxonomy. We are trying to get this up. So do you play computer games? How the content of the game has to match the curriculum, so this connection has to be clear. So for the conclusion, the game has to, I think that first-hand experience from the teachers that already use certain games in the classroom are the best. So if they can share their experience and also drawbacks of using it, would be really nice. That's always a problem. It's difficult for me to comment because